Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys, bring it up. At their own 26-yard line.
Red, 180. King. I smell fear now. I smell fear now. Hey, box truck.
58, come on. 58.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Set, 180. Hey, we're 33. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Show it.
Mayfield on play action. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 5. Now he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 5.
Down. 10-2 stop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw, it's Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Who else? Cameron Braid, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. 1st quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Allington. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Mayfield now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Raheem Mostert with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
We got this. At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. They'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
This is Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On the double.
Mike's 5-4. I got it.
5.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On the return, Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. 1st down, Mayfield. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people were worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you used
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Manning going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready.
54. Mike 54. Here we go.
5. Right up.
Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Manning. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Kamara's got the first down and then some, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Regular.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Kamara. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Good. 180. Run.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are back within a single score. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Third and 3.
Okay, break.
54, right there, 54 miles. I don't think you got it, son.
Big rip,
Now Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. And the Bengals have extended their lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. He's back to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf, his sixth touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a two-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for two.
Alert, 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 alert.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Protein spill. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Go, go. Done.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 50 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, exit. X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And it's complete to Jeffrey. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Mayfield to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Indianapolis, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.